Welcome to DCCodesandGames.com. I've been away for a while, but I'm back with Medieval Dynasty, and I'm just going to show you how you can master happiness on this game. And we'll go through a few points. So, the first thing you want to do is get your hammer. And things it can do is build and then insulation as well. These points will come in handy. Also, the second thing you want to do is you want to make sure, what are you building a house or a simple house? It depends on what house. I mean, so we have the simple small house, we have simple house, and we have house. Simple house can only accommodate one extra child, which only leads to a small increase in happiness when you have a marriage going. And the second thing is simpler house, and that can hold 2 extra children, meaning that your happiness for your family will go up even more. The third one is a house. Now, the house is not, I don't think it's necessary. I guess if you want that extra happiness, yeah, a house could have more decoration, meaning more happiness, more room, etc. But the simple house and the house both accommodate 2 children. So those are the 2 that you'd want to go for initially. Now, the other point is material of your house. So when you do get to your hammer and everything, you'd want to, let's go to a house where it has a wattle actually. Also, your villagers will need food, water and wood, otherwise they'll leave the village. Now, for instance, this house, if you see the mood of the people here, they don't have very good mood, and this is actually my house. And to be honest, I haven't actually bothered to upgrade it with the family that I have here in this game. So I've been concentrating on all the other villages, all the other NPCs to try to get them up. It doesn't really matter which way you go, which you upgrade first. But initially you'd probably want to just have a wattle house and then steadily upgrade it, because the stone and everything that you want to upgrade it for with the wattle to the stone will actually cost quite a lot, and you might not be producing that much stone, etc. Have that in mind when you increase your production, when you are moving forward in the game. Then you'd probably want to upgrade your house. Now, we have a simple house here, so what we could do is we could destroy this. Now, by destroying it, you're not going to destroy the whole foundation. It's just going to destroy the walls. And then if we go inside, we can then get the thatched roof off, and then the wattle, and then the thatch down, and then you can see it comes to this area. Now, you don't want to then do it again, because that will get rid of the foundation and all the other stuff on top of it. So then, now what you want to do is go to build, and you'd want to then create a stone wall. So we are looking for stone. The second upgrade is obviously the wooden wall with a window. And then you want stone, and the third upgrade is stone. Almost a bit like the 3 little pigs, right? Oops. So we just keep doing this. I always go for what they have on the wall, but what you can also do is choose what you want as well. you know, this is the beauty of this game. You can choose how your houses look, etc. For instance, I could maybe put just a window here too, you know. And then maybe I'll just do a wall there, and then I'll do a wall there, do a wall there, and then maybe I'll do a window here. It's up to you, really, how you do this. And I don't think having more windows necessarily improves the happiness of your villagers. And I'll have to have more planks, so now I've run out of... And what I've actually done is, during this stage, I've actually put customization game, and I put an unlimited way just so I could show you guys. But the really good thing about this is that you can customize your games. You can put on cheats automatically just to help you throughout the game. One thing I've done is actually I've put my building limit to 200% because it's no fun really, because I get limited to the amount of buildings, which you wouldn't really in real life. I've also increased like the XP gainer just so I can increase my character quickly, rather because it's a slow game this, and it takes a while for you to develop things. Anyway, that's not what we're here for, but that will help with building stuff quickly. You might want to just turn it on initially and then turn it off. That's the beauty. So what I'm looking for is planks. And also you can also see on the left hand corner that I have some people out of this house. So when you start upgrading places, you'll notice people won't be in the house, so that their mood will actually decrease as well. So you'll have to keep that in mind. But there is something on the inventory that you can do with skills for diplomacy, which will help you in reducing the reduction of mood reduction. So if it does reduce, then your mood becomes less. I mean, I haven't used it because I've been quite quick in trying to solve situations, which I do have a situation at the moment. At the top you can see there's 14 hammer things, which is not good because it means that people are not, or your NPCs are not producing certain products, which is a problem. But in terms of trying to get this house done, just want to be quite quick with it, and then we'll just get them into the house again, and we won't have all this problem that it's saying. Yeah, whenever you try to recruit anybody or you want them to join your settlement, always make sure that you have houses in place. Okay, now you can see that their happiness is increasing, which is great. So what you can do is do decorations. This will improve happiness for sure. If you could fill all of these out, would be good. And then you can also do your decorations of your straw. It doesn't really matter which ones you do, as long as you do something and you fill them all out. You're going to have an increase in happiness, and I think you get a happiness per each one. So you can also do wall decorations as well. That will help. A squirrel there, or you can put maybe hanging rack. And if you fill them all out, then that will help. And then in the walls you can put curtains here. Now I don't have enough material, I'll have to go and get some. And if you go outside, you got windows here. You could put a wooden shutters on this, and then you can increase it, and that will increase the happiness of your villagers. The other point I want to say is the jobs that your villagers have. If they have a job that they don't like, they will leave. They don't like that. So you have to make sure when you're getting people to join you, make sure that they're getting into a job that they like doing. If they don't like doing it, their mood's going to go down. It's common sense. And what you can do to see before you like hire somebody or somebody joins you, you can say to them small talk, and you can say, well, what skills do you have? I fancy simple hard work, bloodwood. I even work with my bare hands, so that means that she'd be fine with doing woodwork. Now, what makes it hard? I can't force myself to put my heart into my craftings. Well, then I wouldn't give her a crafting job. Also, I found where if villagers are next to their houses or where they work, if they have a very short distance to where they need to work from where you build your house, that their happiness improves as well. Another thing I haven't actually explored yet, but I've been hearing about this, and it's to do with your king. So if you have, for example, let's say a good king, I have a neutral king, but if you had a good king and you did his challenges, for instance, you would actually gain moods for your villagers and stuff. Unfortunately, I've only got neutral, so if I did a challenge for the king, I would not benefit from any mood changes in my villagers. They wouldn't increase their happiness. But if you have a bad king and you do challenges, and then the villagers will know about it and go, well, why are you doing challenges for a really corrupt king? So therefore your mood of your villagers will go down. Just have this in mind, because this could affect if you've noticed that your mood's going down in your village. Look at this. It might be the reason. You might be doing challenges for the king, which you aren't supposed to because he's a bad king. If you have a bad king, just wait until he dies or he deceases, and then you have a good king, and then you can do challenges for him. Also, if you do challenges for the king, your taxes will go down. So even if I have a neutral king and I don't get any benefit, I'm getting the benefit from my taxes being reduced. Another point is that events will increase or decrease your mood. So every season you have an event and you notice, and that sometimes increases the mood of your villagers or decreases it. And then also another point I would say is insulate all your workplaces and your houses. Now if you can insulate them with limestone, I don't have any limestone, would be better. And finally, why this is all important, why make your villagers happy? I mean, there's got to be a point, right? Well, the point is that if you make your villagers happy, then you will eventually also their efficiency to production will increase. And also another point I was going to mention is, you see that over this every season you get damages to your buildings. It's important actually to make sure that you get a builder's hut or you do it yourself, but to actually assign somebody to do this work. And it's annoying, every year I have to go and say repair, but don't know if there's a way to actually get it automatically done, which is annoying. But if you do repair these, then that will also not make your villagers unhappy. But of course, if you have any stone buildings and you have braced walls and everything, or doors, then you're not going to really find that you're going to have damage to your buildings and stuff. I think this thing only happens in really more at the early stages, but it's always good to have a builder's hut, because every season after a season you can actually do the work to your houses and stuff. Well, I think that is it, guys, and thank you very much for watching this. And if you have any questions or anything, do let me know. I'm going to also put a couple more of these out, and hope you come back and subscribe. And if you like my voice, if you like anything, do subscribe.